The city of Norwich is bracing itself for a Russian invasion.
I know that what I'm building appeals to me so much that it will appeal to people who are like me, so I know they will come.
This is the story of one Russian woman's dream to create the ultimate English hotel.
It's my unborn child, and I think I've been carrying it for the last 4.5 years.
She has never done anything like this before, but she knows what she likes.
Don't tell me what I can put or what I cannot put. I can put whatever I want. It's my vision, it's my restaurant, it's my hotel.
But has she taken on more than she bargained for?
I have to present to the world that we can do it. Failure is not an option.
Desperate to open some part of their huge hotel project by the end of September, Lana and Carleton employed an army of staff to complete the bistro. But where would the money come from to pay them all?
I'm losing £60,000 for not opening for 3 weeks. I just have no money. Oh.
But with work stalling on the restaurant, a phone call from Egyptian designer Essam deepened the crisis.
Why is it finished next Monday? Why is it... Oh, God, I can't believe this.
A vital consignment of fittings would not arrive from Egypt in time for their opening.
Maybe Egypt for everything wasn't the best option.
Our budget was based on opening last Christmas. You know, we stretched it another fucking 9 months. So we can't magic any more money. There isn't any.
These are suffocating times for would-be hoteliers Lana and Carleton. With £6 million already spent and their project 9 months behind schedule, they desperately wheel and deal to find some breathing space.
I'm frankly in a legal quagmire. I'm now with my back against the wall and I need some legal advice.
To release an essential overdraft to pay the rising wage bill, Lana and Carleton must now gamble with their future security.
You sort of sit at the lawyers and they say, well, you know, you do understand what you're signing. You go, well, David, of course I understand what I signed, but what choice do I have?
This documentation supersedes bankruptcy. It states that if we go bankrupt, we'll just have to pay it back, so...
Because the deal was so complicated, both of our solicitors became almost our friends, which is very, very rare.
Apart from the fact our friends don't normally land us with a £70,000 bill.
Well, that's quite that.
To give up their right to bankruptcy is a fearful price to pay, especially with that last essential container still en route from Egypt. With the delays, damage and design problems of the previous deliveries, they can only wait and hope that this one comes through intact.
We're backed in a corner and we are just fighting against the odds. Just everywhere, and we are trying to keep all of these plates in the air at the same time, and everyone else just seems to be intent on smashing everything down.
Lana and Carleton must carry on, set a new opening date, rally their troops and bury their anxieties in their work.
Outside, the building still looks bloody derelict, and there's pigeon guano everywhere, and we don't have proper lighting, and we don't have proper signage, and...
But for Lana, containing her emotions has never been easy.
What I have to present to the world and to the people that put trust into us, that we can do it. Because the moment they see a chink in our armour, that's all lost.
St Giles House Car Wash.
Do I just want to go away and cry in the corner? Of course I do. And when nobody's here and the camera is not here, we do. Just cry.
cross to the other side. You have a child. We've got pigeon shit. Cross to the other side.
Yes, inside I am. Kill, pussycat. Kill, kill, faster. That is my motto, isn't it?
It's faster, faster, kill.
Faster, faster, pussycat, kill.
A week of nervous waiting has passed. With only days to spare, the D-Day of deliveries arrives. But what will designer Essam's latest surprise package contain?
I hope this has got all the rest of the things in that are supposed to be in there. Most importantly, the toilet units and sinks.
As they unload, it's clear the gamble has paid off. Dimitri's bistro can get its opening after all.
Yeah, we really have to deliver the opening this time. We cannot sustain another month of waiting.
It's time to do it, you know? I've been here 9 months. You know, it's time to give the bosses their money's worth.
General Manager Brian is relishing the challenge.
God, it smells so lemony fresh. They're using furniture polish on the marble.
In the kitchen, head chef Grimsby and senior sous chef Ivan are finally cooking on gas.
A rota? That means we all have arrived, mate.
Get really cooking.
Oh, mate.
In just 3 days' time, Grimsby's kitchen should be serving the finest food to an eager Norwich public, if the building is ready in time and if the money lasts.
Although we've got now the facility activated at the bank, it's not fully activated, so chances are, if we don't open,
Coming up on Helter Hotel.
this is so samey. I want to sweep my wrists.
As the kitchens fire up, the first food tasting becomes a test for everyone's nerves.
Sorry. Thank you very much.
At the moment, because I've tasted, we can't open Friday. We're going to cancel tonight.
Don't pull the plug, please. I guarantee you it'll be fabulous.
Go.
The Norwich Hotel project has one remaining chance to get off the ground. But behind the facade of activity, Lana and Carleton are literally mortgaging their own future.
You sort of sit at the lawyers and they say, well, you know, you do understand what you're signing. You go, well, damn it, of course I understand what I signed, but what choice do I have?
If we went bankrupt, then this documentation supersedes bankruptcy. It states that if we go bankrupt, we'll just have to pay it back. So.
It's a leap of faith from frying pan to fire as the bistro prepares for launch. Lana's dream of a luxury hotel in the centre of Norwich is starting to come together, and better late than never.
Things get very, very tense and everything going wrong. It's just nice to come here and go, mine.
In just 3 days' time, the intrepid team will have to turn this dusty, cluttered space into a sparkling gourmet bistro. But after months of cleaning, the bistro is still a mess, the bar is still being built, and the lighting needs some attention. But with Lana and Carleton at the helm, it seems anything is possible. At their country HQ, Brian has a few staffing problems to tackle.
Okay, well, if he doesn't turn up today, I'll have to probably let him go. Right, okay. Someone hasn't turned up to work. That's what's happened.
We still couldn't see them.
Chefs Grimsby and Ivan are taking it all in their stride.
Oh no, he resigned because there was too much cleaning. That was his reason for leaving.
Which for a kitchen porter is quite a rich thing to come out with.
We're in the service industry, for heaven's sakes, you know. We hotel, open all the time. It's not impressive.
No doubt there will be one or two of them at some stage which I have to put my foot up their backside. If they come up to scratch, they come up to scratch. If they don't, then take them out the back, bludgeon them to death and bury them in the back garden.
Food and beverage manager Tom is coping with the stress. It's just the noise that's giving him a problem.
Horribly hungover today, but a splitting headache, and I keep hiding from the noise. It's horrible noises in this place, the drilling and the sawing.
And he's not the only one.
Working 7 days a week now, you have to squeeze a piss up in somewhere.
Bar manager Ellen is still stuck in her own personal cleaning rut.
Pointless task? It is. Yes, definitely. It's like you clean the same thing every single day and it's just as dirty as it was the day before, which is really frustrating, but it's got to be done.
While barman Ryan will be more than happy to see the back of the chandeliers.
It's like buying something really big from MFI. Any worse?
In the kitchen, the first meal is being prepared. And it's only right it should go to the builders.
He's Andy, the workman. He's a cheeky bugger. Yeah, it's sorry to see what the burger tastes like.
Yeah, very.
Bit of brick dust in there as well.
Oh, you can't beat a bit of brick dust.
Oh, no, you can't.
Do you want them all cooked all the way through? Okay, that's the correct one.
Lovely. Thank you.
The St Giles House Superior Cheeseburger gets the Andy taste test.
That is superb. 11 out of 10.
Oh, you can have some more than Andy, mate.
No, a bit bland, actually. There's not much in them.
But chippies are always hard to please, especially when they've had little sleep.
Well, that was meant to be done first thing this morning.
Which it was.
When it was. We stayed till 9:30.
Last night.
10, finished
We were here at 7 o'clock in the morning.
To get this started.
We're not getting paid on the day rate. We price up our own work.
So we've got the influence then to make sure we get in quick and get it done.
But for St Giles House to qualify for its liquor licence, Nick and Darren must first create a working bar.
Yeah, I'm coming in on Friday.
He's coming in. Oh yes, it's got to be done before Friday, definitely. Yeah.
It's less than 48 hours to go till the first bistro opening. But the feverish activity is hardly making a dent. There's so much left to do. Even the patient Norwich public are getting curious.
We're desperately trying to find someone for a big party, and I know that you're not sort of doing that quite yet.
Menus, we haven't got a clue. Pricing, we've not got a clue. I mean,
but when are you actually opening?
Tomorrow.
Good luck.
It's quite embarrassing, but no, I think we will open tomorrow, but it's going to be a very hectic day, without doubt, full day tomorrow.
We've just got lots of finishing touches. We've got a tasting this afternoon from the kitchen. They're cooking off around 8% of the bistro menu for us to taste. It's really fun.
Just so the waiters know how to describe it. They've tried the food, they've tasted it, they know what the dish is like, so they can turn around to the customer if they ask and tell them exactly what it's like.
General Manager Brian has been here for 9 months and he hasn't yet served a single guest.
Excuse me. It's been a long ride so far. It hasn't even really started.
After so many false starts, Brian can't believe the doors will finally open tomorrow.
You know, I can squish some skunk.
Brian, Tom and Ryan are bringing Lana and Carleton's priceless furniture collection out of storage.
Easy, easy. So if there's one thing we're getting right, it's we're getting a good team together.
The rest of the hotel is dead in the water if this intrepid bunch cannot make a success out of the bistro.
Carleton and Lana, yeah, I just hope I get a better relationship with them. I just hope that it gets better, because right now it's fucking hard.
I was carrying a sofa and I walked into a screw that was sitting out there that the carpenters had left to deliberately hurt me.
The team have less than 2 days to make this the finest restaurant in Norwich. For Brian, his months of cabin fever are close to ending. He's not about to let anything derail the opening this time.
We should have been open not months ago, but, virtually away years ago. But, it takes what it takes. I'll be blunt. It's all against us right now. And if I were a betting man, I'd say that the odds are probably more stacked up against us than for us.
Jesus, 7 missed calls.
With so few staff on board, food and beverage manager Tom has commandeered the would-be bar staff to give them a crash course in how to wait tables. The lack of qualified waiters is the tip of the iceberg for Lana and Carleton as they wait eagerly for their first food test.
We need to clean outside. What about the lighting of outside?
There'll be no lighting outside. You keep giving me more and more and more things to do.
I'm not giving it to you, Carleton.
All right, you're not giving it to me. But you keep producing a bigger and bigger and bigger list of things to do, and I keep saying 1/3 of that list can be done.
Head chef Grimsby is also getting itchy as his well-planned kitchen sparks into life.
Ready to go, ready to go.
With just over 24 hours till the friends and family opening, Grimsby has yet to pass his biggest examination as Lana flexes her taste buds.
This is seared foie gras with caramelised apples on toasted brioche.
You can't beat good products cooked simply, presented simply.
Pears are perfect.
So that one gets the thumbs up.
Oh, this is delicious.
Getting the food right is not the only test they have to pass. Building regulations could yet deny the hotel its opening if the fire escapes are not finished in time.
The lift just other side of this wall, that's not so much an issue as is emergency lighting still needs to go in, running man signs, windows, and obviously they need to finish the space off. I'm going to need to call up the solicitors and find out about fire certificates.
The food tasting has progressed to the main courses. In everything she does, Lana is a stickler for presentation. She's anxious that the food looks as good as it tastes.
That looks horrible. I don't like it.
The lemon's too big.
But Lana and Carleton seem to have forgotten the plan, and Tom is not happy.
I'm pretty gutted. What I'd like to happen is for people that are going to be serving it, the waitresses and waiters, to be down here to see what it looks like when it comes out and to know what it is. Lay it out first and then they try it and then everybody tries it.
I absolutely hate this presentation. If that arrived to me like that on the table...
You would quite happily eat them.
No,
you wouldn't like as well...
It seems Tom's subtle hint has been overheard. The staff will get their leftovers after all. Tom and Brian find a quiet corner and indulge themselves on some of Grimsby's finest.
It is. No, you know what it's like? It's like eating breast. It's breast, man.
I wouldn't know.
But Tom's innocent demeanour doesn't wash with his good friend Ivan.
Everyone knows Tom, everybody. Everyone talks to him the same way. When you're speaking to someone like him, it's got to be, all right, mate, did you pull some slapper last night or what?
Don't need all that fat boy. Slim, you.
In the bistro, the taste test is hotting up, but things are not going Grimsby's way.
That looks like somebody vomited into it.
Too much pesto.
It's too much pesto. Seriously, I would send it back. Put it this way, so far I haven't seen anything here. This is so samey, I want to sleep my wrists.
You're the MD. If you feel that we should pull it, let's say, phone everybody up and say no, we're not opening.
Well, at the moment, because I've tasted, we can't open Friday.
Okay.
Grimsby is summoned to the high table.
Okay, so we might get an order in a minute, huh?
The taste was so much better than the presentation.
It's often the case with the best dishes.
Well, nevertheless.
Whilst Grimsby is grilled over his menu, old mates Tom and Ivan are getting rowdy in the kitchen, celebrating their first service.
So, Tom, tell me, what's it like to sleep with an older woman, mate? What a front of the house fanny, mate. He ain't worth Steve off my piss, mate, that boy. No, I like him. I've got my time, Tom. Oh, he is a slut, mate. Especially now he's into older women.
Yes, what's going on?
Excuse me, why are you in my kitchen? You mind keeping the fucking noise?
Sorry,
Thank you very much. We're having a meeting out there. Sorry. Right.
How dare you have a good time? Fuck off! No, that's not fair, man. That's got to fucking stop. That stops now. Everyone's been here 12 hours, and a few of the boys want to have a laugh and a joke. And someone comes through shouting things like, when you're in my kitchen, then can you be quiet, we're having a meeting. Well, you can my I ain't seen my kids for 2 days. For fuck's sake.
Ivan is clearly rattled and storms out to confront Grimsby.
Having a fucking good time.
Don't film us.
If you've got to have a laugh and a joke and you're just giving somebody 12 hours of your time, then you don't deserve 5 minutes of my fucking time.
With only a day to go, the pressure cooker atmosphere is threatening to tear the team apart, just when they need to pull together. But sparks in the kitchen is one thing. Lack of electricity in the restaurant is giving Tom more serious cause for concern.
Something as small as this little panel here will stop us opening because it's a risk, with the risk assessment, the fire guy will say no. That has to be covered, there has to be switches here. And most of these lights, the only reason they're on is because they've plugged them in with their hands.
It's all getting too much for Lana.
Don't worry,
She's losing control of her project and there's nothing she can do. She wants to cancel.
There's just no time to do anything. It's bad timing. It's impossible to do it, so just going to cancel it.
I would really wish you didn't cancel it.
Well,
As your general manager.
Leave it with me. I'll see.
I'm expecting it's going to happen, okay? Until I hear
Okay.
otherwise. But I don't pull the plug. Please. I guarantee you it'll be fabulous.
Coming up, the building control officer pays a surprise visit. Lana tries to maintain the glamour amid the chaos.
It's incredibly difficult to take photographs of something that is really only just slightly post-building site.
And with time running out, the boss goes shopping.
It's 5 o'clock. We've got people arriving in 2 hours. When are you going to do it?
Okay. Has anyone got any cash?
As Lana and Carleton's bistro prepared to go live, trouble in the kitchens spilled out into the hotel.
Don't film us.
Everyone's been here 12 hours and someone comes through shouting things like, when you're in my kitchen, then can you be quiet, we're having a meeting. Well, you can my
That looks like somebody vomited into it.
While Lana's own venom was reserved for the first food test.
This is so saline. I want to sleep my wrists.
But from the jaws of a cancellation, Brian kept the bistro on track.
We're going to cancel tonight.
Don't pull the plug. Please. I guarantee you it'll be fabulous.
Tonight's the night that Lana and Carleton's £6 million, 5-year hotel project will finally open its doors to a select group of friends and family. Desperate for a cash flow, they are gambling everything on a premature launch of their 90-seat bistro. But can this leaky boat and its overstretched crew pull off a minor miracle? General Manager Brian is running on adrenaline, but his new fire alarm is giving everyone a headache. And they'll need more than a couple of aspirin before the day is out.
Well, I've got some Pro Plus. We could just tank up on some Pro Plus.
Okay, can you get any Charlie?
In front of the camera.
Food and beverage manager Tom is trying to make the soft opening as smooth and comfortable as possible.
Looks nice here. Looks nice there.
But with so few staff and ever-changing plans, the logjam of half-finished work only adds to the tension.
This evening was meant to be for the staff, basically, for Lana and Carleton to say thank you very much for the last couple of weeks. You know, you've worked really hard, which we have. You know what I mean? I've been going to bed at 9 o'clock at night. That's not right, is it? And now it's sort of turned into a full service of practice for the soft openings tomorrow, which is great because we do need some practice. But it's our carrots that have now been taken away.
With friends and family, like, you know, you always get a bit of complaining anyway because it's friends and family, but you can tell them to shut up. And hopefully that we can correct things before real paying customers come in.
After yesterday's tiff with Grimsby, senior sous chef Ivan is keeping his head down.
Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, just trying to get things ready for service, really. Trying to make some room and stuff. It's just, you know, it's piles of crap. Of endless stuff.
With stock piling up in any spare room, there's barely room to break wind, let alone breathe. Grimsby escapes to the terrace to let off steam himself.
Hey kids, smoke fags, it makes you big and clever. Makes you look hard.
With dust still falling from the last-minute work, Lana is more worried about having enough time to clean the bistro.
When is our first service tonight? Do you know? Is it 7 o'clock?
Yeah, it's not earlier than 7.
It's not earlier than 7. So I gather we will need about, what, 3 hours to clean? If you let us have it at, say, 4 o'clock.
Okay, that's
Is
a deal.
it okay?
That's a deal.
Okay.
We'll have it back for.
Thanks.
The drinks units for the temporary bar don't appear to fit, so barman Ryan is taking matters into his own hands.
We put the units in and for the bar, and the actual worktop comes to about there. So basically what we need to do is just take these off, angle grind it and seal it up so it will fit in basically, and that'll be it. The builders and everyone are doing everything everywhere, so I've done angle grinding before, so it's not hard, it's just like cutting through butter, so it only takes a few minutes.
Just then, the building control officer arrives to give everyone a new headache. The infamous steps to the bistro are yet again testing everyone's sanity. The building control officer won't allow the hotel to open tonight unless a safety wall is built in place of the ornamental banisters, which are still somewhere in Egypt. Chippies, Nick and Darren now have to build a last-minute wall to make the steps safe. This was not part of Lana's design scheme.
We've got to build a temporary wall to go up beside the stairs, up to the bistro, then fit handrail.
We've got about 4 hours to do it.
Elsewhere, Brian is on top of his chores.
Look, we've got our list of things to do. We know what we have to do, or what Vince has to do to keep the building control officer happy. You know, we know that it looks a little bit still like a building site, but the point is that, you know, the bistro is complete. The bar is complete as is and can work as a functioning bar, and we can trade, you know, legally, safely, and responsibly. You know.
Some camouflage has arrived, but not enough to hide yet another problem with the electrics.
We had this state-of-the-art central heating and air conditioning unit that was put in that worked for one day. And now when we turn it on and on, it goes off and on without touching it. So that's going to be a problem here. A lot of chilly diners.
With the bar still under construction, they could be rather thirsty diners too. It's free drinks for friends and family tonight, but without a drinks licence, the public opening on Friday night won't raise much income. The magistrates are due to make their last inspection this afternoon. keep things exciting, Lana has chosen this moment to stage a promotional photo shoot with everyone commandeered to dress the set. Enter friend and professional photographer Dominic.
Bit last minute, very last minute. But what am I supposed to photograph?
I'm going to spend an hour with Dominic and get these shots down.
Will these people be gone by then?
That's
so
fine.
You and me moving it all by ourselves?
That's fine, then we'll do that. We'll
It
get
won't
some
happen.
food. It will happen.
Some measurements of the waiter stations.
And one more box of glass, the tumblers.
And I can clear everyone out of this area and give you complete freedom and space there.
Okay.
I can make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, I'll stick with it.
While the last-minute photo shoot struggles on, Tom starts to take control and soon has everyone dancing to his tune.
Oh, excellent! It's coming together. You can do this on your own, and I can take the boys and do.
Meanwhile, General Manager Brian is struggling along by himself, completing a last-minute booze run.
It's 3 o'clock now, and me, Ryan and Tim still have to go home and get changed because apparently we have to wear uniform tonight, even though it's our staff party and everyone else gets to go to it but us. We're like Cinderellas. We have to do all the hard work while all the other staff enjoy themselves. Basically, they've turned our staff party into a training session. Even though we don't need any more training. But I'm not bitching.
Dominic soldiers on bravely, but is far from happy.
It's no good understating these things. You know, if you're going to show something for promotional purposes, then it's got to be at least as good as it really is, if not better. You're setting a desire, really, and so it's absurd, really, to undersell that.
Understaffed, overworked and under stress, the team fight on against the clock. But Lana's only got one thing on her mind: model diners.
I mean, if need to, I can drag some people off the street. People looking presentable, I can drag somebody off the street and sit them down and stage a shot.
As the banister makes an entrance through the photo shoot, the ever-adaptable Ryan continues his game of musical chairs.
We've got 2.5 hours to get the restaurant ready, set up, all the tables in place, floors clean, walls cleaned, tables clean. Everyone's doing different things, and then they'll get called to do something else. So nobody knows what anyone else is doing at the moment. We've now then got an hour to go home and then come back smartly dressed to serve and be really happy. It's just going to be, we're going to be really mentally tired inside and physically tired.
But with the photo session still underway, Ryan's over-enthusiasm is at loggerheads with his boss's agenda.
No, Ryan.
Well, in an ideal world, obviously, the building would be complete. The place would be tidy. I'd have certainly a stylist and a bit more flexibility, really.
It's about as far from a studio as you can get. And with time running out, the developing storm is not helping anyone. Even Lana's obsessive drive cannot fight the many distractions.
Well, why can't this come this morning without anybody asking? It will be ready. We'll work through the night. It will be ready. Fucking clerk for the magistrates came round on the sneaky this morning to have a look, report it back to magistrates saying, oh, they're not going to be ready tomorrow. They're wasting your time.
With Lana's attention drawn elsewhere, Dominic reaches breaking point.
It's incredibly difficult to take photographs of something that is really only just slightly post-building site.
He abandons the fight and packs up his kit. With the restaurant now clear, busy PA Marianne swings her cleaning team into action. And Nick and Darren also have their temporary banister in place.
I didn't want it in the first place, but yeah. There's a nice kind of like open rail to go here. I don't think our building control officer will be terribly happy about that.
Just aware that the time is slipping away fast. We've still got so much to do, but it's going to be possibly the very last minute, I think. Right, I presume this is rubbish.
It's all hands to the pumps. All chippies at the ready, and all staff to the dustpans, as finishing touches are applied.
No, it's fine. We'll just have to have 2 ladders, and then we can
So this is just to see the salt.
Exactly. Yes.
But with 2 hours to go, the electrics are still creating grief for Vince, Andy and Carleton. In the foyer, Lana and Marianne are still stuck in their game of drapes and ladders.
I think that's fine. Or do you think it needs to be
No,
up?
it needs to be up a little bit. So you can't see the black. Yeah.
And of course, the relentless drilling continues.
You can still see the dust in the air, so we're really debating when to start laying up the tables now. And very smelly and sticky, so we have to go home and get ready.
There's still so much left to do, and Lana insists on supervising all the finishing touches. But first, she needs to go shopping.
I'm saying you will do it. Yes, I'm delighted you can do it. It's 5 o'clock. We've got people arriving in 2 hours. When are you going to do it?
Okay, we'll go quickly to Joe's, and then I'll do it will only take me an hour. Has anyone got any cash?
Yeah, if you go in my fairy bag, you can take some out of my purse today.
Everything needs to be cleaned. It's a mess everywhere. The aircon isn't working. We're having to go and reconfigure that and reconnect it so we have heating tonight. And the magistrates are twitchy and don't want to come around tomorrow, but I've insisted that they've got to come around tomorrow. Somehow or another we have to sort of work through the night and make sure that we've got a bar downstairs that the magistrates are happy with for tomorrow. And now we're going shopping, but I don't know what for.
We have no way to put the towels in the toilet. We have no containers for the soap.
Okay.
I have a list. Whatever you want.
Okay, let's go.
I'm going back to the Batcave, get into my costume. So I'll see you later.
Oh, it'd be nice when we get the changing room.
Coming up, Lana obsesses over the detail. Tom pays equal attention to his own reflection.
My love life's all over the place, you know. There's just not enough for me to go around.
And Carleton suddenly recalls something important he was meant to do.
I'm supposed to design and print and have a menu done this evening, and I haven't started, and people arrive in less than an hour.
With the bistro of their Norwich hotel preparing to open, Lana and Carleton's loyal troops were getting restless.
We've got 2.5 hours to get the restaurant ready, set up, all the tables in place, floors cleaned, walls cleaned, tables cleaned.
The exhausted staff were starting to buckle under the strain.
Even though it's our staff party, everyone else gets to go to it but us. We're like Cinderellas. We have to do all the hard work while all the other staff enjoy themselves. No, I'm not bitching.
But after the farce of the photo shoot, Lana escaped the chaos for some last-minute shopping.
We have no way to put the towels in the toilet. We have no containers for the soap. I have a list.
Okay, let's go.
It's judgment night for Lana and Carleton's Norwich hotel. Food and beverage manager Tom and his colleague Ryan wash and brush up, ready for the big bistro opening.
What do you think? Does it go? I'm colourblind, so I don't know what goes with what. But I think I might go for this one.
Just getting things right for the owners, you know what I mean? You don't want to spoil it for them or let them down. So, just have to see.
Using my tea towel to get the dust off the shoes. Hurry up, have a word. You're right, Fanny, you.
Yeah. You just bust that one. Oh well.
With so much time spent in the hotel, it's a wonder these boys have a social life. Although their busy mobiles would suggest otherwise.
Hello? It's not in at the moment. Comes that message? Which one out of the four is it, of the last 2 weeks? Is it?
It was Sunday night.
Sunday. Sunday night and Monday night, wasn't it?
Shut up.
Can't keep track of them, can I,
Is it
really?
a landline number or mobile?
Mobile.
My love life's all over the place, you know. There's just not enough for me to go around.
The boys head back to the hotel, which is still being cleaned by PA Marianne and her team. With an hour and a half to go, Lana and Carleton finally return from their last-minute shopping trip. There's just enough time for some frantic set dressing to impress the first arrivals. For Grimsby and his gang, it's the calm before the storm.
Stall them right way round.
Yeah, just a little bit in the middle, isn't it?
And there's one last chance to catch any lingering brick dust. Everything is now on a knife edge, including the temperamental electrics. And just when things can't get much worse, someone reminds Carleton about an important oversight.
Carleton, what's the situation with menus?
Oh, we don't have any. Because there's been so much other stuff going on. I'm supposed to design and print and have a menu done this evening, and I haven't started, and people arrive in less than an hour.
And fucking move your arse. No, you put it in the wrong fucking bowl. Look, just fucking think what you're doing.
It's last-minute nerves in the kitchen and a last-minute menu dash for Carleton.
Until the menus arrive, we have to sort of bide our time and get people drinks. But yeah, it might cause a few problems. But hopefully, you know, it's a trial night. You know, mistakes are supposed to happen. Things like this is all just part of the evening. We'll laugh about it later when I sit down with my glass of wine.
But the kitchen staff can't quite see the funny side.
No. We don't have any menus. Lana and Carleton have got the menus. We cannot sit anyone until we have a menu.
That's fucking genius, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a hold-up, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, then Grimsby's going to probably get the hump when we start bringing orders through.
Come on, hurry up. Get them fucking orders in.
For the expectant city of Norwich, tonight is the end of a 5-year wait. Lana's luxury £6 million hotel will finally open its doors to a select audience. But if they cannot bring the restaurant to life,
Come on, hurry up.
then the sleeping giant that is the rest of the hotel will never wake up.
Anything gone off anywhere? Fridges have gone off?
Yeah, my fridge is gone.
Right.
Yeah,
We on again?
So let's play it by ear. I think every plan that we came up with has gone out the window now.
But only seconds from launch, the ship springs a leak. Will Lana's dream hotel sink before it can swim? next time on Helter Hotel, the guests arrive to opening night chaos at St Giles House.
Service!
Okay.
If the staff can stand the heat of their first service,
What do you want of me?
and Lana can contain her anger for long enough, then there's sure to be some casualties the following morning.
Carleton, I'm telling you, sort it out. Either you sort it out, or I will sort it out by sacking him.